What's up, guys? It's Mark Anderson here for another hiking review. Today I am doing Four Peaks, which is right there. And we got to drive up this dirt road about, I think it's 19 miles to get to the Trailhead, which is going to be right about here on the mountain, somewhere in here, and then you hike the rest of the way up to the peak. And it is 5.2 miles. It takes about 3.5 hours. You probably want to have a Jeep or a truck or a Land Cruiser or something like that to be able to get up to this trailhead comfortably, because the road is mainly off-road the entire way, and it's a washboard road, big rocks. So without further ado, I'm not gonna video this whole entire drive up because it's just gonna be me like rolling around in my truck the entire time. But once we get up there, I'll show you guys the view up top. I'll show you where to start, and I will show you where to turn off once you get towards the top, because there's a fork in the road. See you up there. We're pretty far up now. We're almost there, as you can see from how far we've driven. You're gonna get to this junction up here at the top of the mountain. Elevation here is 5,777 feet. And we're gonna take a right. I might take out this cactus. Oh, we're good. This is gonna go to the Four Peaks Trailhead. Finally made it to the trailhead. Looks like there is one other car here. All right, guys, so we made it to the top of the trail. It's about 18 miles, if I'm not mistaken. And the parking area is pretty decent size. You're never gonna see that many people up here though, just because of what this hike is, how difficult it is, and where it's at, and what it takes to get to it. So you're probably gonna be by yourself on this trail, which is awesome. So from the parking area, you can see right here, you got two signs: Browns Trail number 133, Four Peaks Trail number 130. Don't let that fool you. I don't know where that goes. This is the summit trail that we want to hit, is that one. Also, this apple is massive. One thing you'll notice right away on this trail is that we're at almost 6,000 feet. So you do feel the altitude. And it's mid-July. It's July 21st, 2018. And kind of a colder day in Phoenix for July. It's only 100. Up here, it's about 85, 80. So you're a ways up there. You gain a couple thousand feet on this hike too. Once we get to the top of the peak, you're well over 7,000 feet, and it's always breezy up there. So it'll probably be in the 70s up there, maybe in the high 60s. So it sounds silly because it's a Phoenix hike, but if you're gonna climb Four Peaks, make sure you bring some kind of like light hoodie or jacket if you're gonna hang out up there for a little bit. So we're currently going through trail lined by manzanita. You can just see Four Peaks breaking through right up there. This trail is gonna keep going for a little while through the woods, and we're gonna climb up to the base of that peak. It's gonna be super windy, and then the real fun starts when you get up to the chute. This is a really beautiful hike because you have Roosevelt Lake on this side, you have Four Peaks ahead of you, and then you have the mountains on that side. It really is awesome. Following the trail for about, coming up on an hour. Here's the road in. Right here you can see we came up over the mountain and then back down to the parking area, which is still a ways down there. And most of this lower part of the trail is all shaded because you're going through the trees. If you come up here in the fall or the spring, there's usually snow in this area still because it's always in the shade and it hasn't melted. peak we'll be on soon. Sure goes up through here. Views of the lake and the mountains all the way up. All right, 4 peaks. We got to go up through the chute. Really great view out here. Superstitions, you can see different lakes that way as well. And then of course you still have the same view of Roosevelt Lake on this side. You can kind of see it through the trees. But that chute is super slippery. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired. The elevation will get to you, unless you're from Colorado or something. Altitude hikes are tough. So this part of the trail, you get into some scrambling. You have to actually climb up. We're gonna end up coming up through here and going through a section that kind of dips down. You need to kind of get on all fours to get through. But as you can see, it's pretty steep once you get towards the top here. So as usual, it's windy as hell up here. My hair is a mess, but we gotta climb up through here, and then it's gonna go down, and then we're gonna go up in the chute. I gotta put a hat on, I look like a fool. I look like the Hawaiian Punch guy right now. So it does get sketchy in places. We had to climb up here. Gotta climb down that. And then we're into the chute. We're into the bottom of the chute, which I know is in the shade right now. Once I get in there, you'll see how vertical it is. It doesn't look as bad when you're in it as it does when you're back there, because it's like super dark and it looks like it's straight up. It's not. It's sketchy, it's tough, but it's not crazy. Obviously, if I'm gonna do it, you can do it too. All right, so we gotta get down this, and I'm gonna have to put the camera away, but you basically have to slide down on all fours. I think there's another way around over here. Maybe I can go back that way and show you guys. So we just came over that and down. Now we get to get into the chute. And it's gonna be nice and shady. So this part is tough. And you gotta be really careful of where you're stepping, because this is all loose and these rocks slide all the time. Right about in the middle of the chute, you can see just how vertical it is. We're about to start climbing up some stuff here. Okay, so we came up through here. You can see where I am. I'm standing on the side of the cliff here. Come up, you get to this point, you cannot climb up that. If you do, you're asking for trouble. So you want to take a left and come up right here. And it will wrap you around into an area that's much easier to pass through. Made it to the top of 4 peaks. It took me about 2 hours to get up here. It's a difficult hike. This is my time up here. And, every time I do it, I don't remember it being this hard.